I'm at Dutch Bros. Extremely long line. What an amazing time to vlog. I don't know if you saw, I think it was my last video. Maybe 2 videos ago? I don't know anymore. But me and my daughter were eating at In-N-Out. And when I go to In-N-Out, we like to eat in the parking lot because everything's fresh. And when I go there, I park. And I like to park on the side. It overlooks the freeway and you can see the trolleys go by. Day before Christmas, we had a crazy storm. And it had a lot of wind, had a lot of rain. And apparently, one of those big signs that overlook the freeway show everyone like what's in the parking lot, like what the shopping center has, ended up falling down. And it ended up crushing one car. Well, actually, pretty much crushing 2 cars. But it completely crushed the first car, and then it was like resting on a second car, which was a van. The crazy thing is, there was actually someone inside the first car that got crushed. But apparently he was taking a nap or something, and he had to crawl out the trunk. I don't know that for fact, because I saw the pictures and everything, and it's all over social media. But apparently the guy is okay and was able to get out of the car. What's crazy though is that particular spot, or near it, that's where I would park. And the sign that fell down isn't the one that I parked next to. But I remember, like, in that video, I was looking at the sign thinking that's pretty close, like, but I don't really think of it. And I guess it just shows you, I mean, how lucky is the guy that he was taking a nap? And can you imagine one of those big signs falling on you while taking a nap? That's insane. But I would probably never sleep again in a car. There's no way. So again, we're on the Action 6. I'm still trying to figure out the colors. Right now though, I am using a film tone. I'm using FE, whatever that stands for. Freaking extravagant? I don't know. But I'm on the FE film tone. And still, no matter what, like in this car, I just appear like, it appears this like blue tone. And I'm not exactly sure. I don't think it's the film tone that's doing that. What I think is, like, if you look on this visor, there's this like tinting. And I think with the sun and everything, that's just the product of that. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not really sure. I still can't really figure out all the coloring on this. I should be shooting in standard, just normal. But you know, I'm one of those guys that just likes to mess with things. So, I'm not on normal. Right now we're at Dutch Bros Coffee. I'm extremely tired. I'm gonna order one of those gigantic coffees. Blended. If you see, this is the menu. I'm gonna get the Golden Eagle. Hopefully the holidays were good to you. I usually spend my Christmas with my wife's family. They all come to our house. Our house is the designated party house. And yesterday, it was a little different. It was just me and my immediate family, because all of the other parts of my family, they're all in the Philippines. And I thought it was gonna be like really depressing and sad, but for some reason, I think we all had a really good time. We played these like family games, and my wife put up cash for the prizes. And my oldest daughter, Jules, she ended up winning every single game. Like, it wasn't even fair. There was this one where there's this cup and there's a piece of money and there's a string holding it. But out of the cup, there's like, 30 strings. And it was my first daughter's turn. She pulled it. It just pulled the string. It was Jules' turn. She pulls the string, pulls the money. It was like over in 15 seconds. She's just apparently really good at those kind of games. I told her she should be a professional person that attends like baby showers. You know how they have those little games and stuff? She could probably win them all. I had a freak out right now. I thought I didn't have my wallet. I do that every time. I had this major freak out. Like, it was good. And then we ended up watching Stranger Things. We watched all the episodes that are available now. Well, not all of them, but you know, they split up the new season into 3 parts, really. So the first part they came out with, and then they just released the other episodes last night, and there's one more finale, which is New Year's Eve. But we watched those 3, and I was a little tired, so I don't know what the hell's going on. I think I fell asleep during certain parts. You know how old people do it? I think that's what happened. Dutch Bros, they have pretty cool merch. Whenever I see the workers, I always see their outfits and their t-shirts and everything. They actually look pretty cool. So Mr. Dutch and your brother, good job on that.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. It's up right there. Perfect. You'll follow right behind this Subaru right here.
Okay.
Right to the front.
Perfect. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay. Obviously, if you've been following along, you know that I'm definitely not the healthiest eater. I'm not like a coffee person where I like, ooh, I love the taste of coffee. I don't necessarily love the taste of coffee. If I could choose between coffee and soda, hands down, I would choose soda. I really like soda. But Dutch Bros, they have this Golden Eagle drink, and it's full of sugar, you know. It's not good for you, but it tastes delicious because it's got all this junk in it. It's got all the caramel on the side, and, you know, obviously it's bad for you. But what's amazing, the whole point of me telling you this is just that the line here for Dutch Bros is always so busy. It is seriously so crowded. And I don't know if it's just because Dutch Bros here in San Diego is fairly new, or if it's just because the world loves Dutch Bros coffee. I mean, I don't really see it as being much different than Starbucks or something. I do think it's kind of pricey, but they're seriously, you know, they have the Drive Thru. Well, I think you could see it. I don't know. My screen is off, but, you know, it's got like the double lane setup and it's people on both sides. And there's seriously people here all the time, like nonstop. I think they're open late. At least in the area, they have to have put a dent on Starbucks. The coffee shop next to my store is different. I think that's more for people that truly enjoy coffee, the taste of coffee. They use great coffee. It's not like convenience coffee. I would consider Dutch Bros, Starbucks, like convenience coffee. And I don't know how they do it. It's like a little square building. They don't have any seating inside, but there's a ton of people in the drive-thru. You know, probably the last thing I'm going to say for now, as we close out Christmas and we're heading into New Year's. Well, first of all, what do you guys do for New Year's? For me, normally, again, my family comes back and then we all hang out. We try to watch the ball drop. Some people fall asleep. Some people don't. This year, it's just me and my kids again, and my wife, obviously. And I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't have any big plans. I honestly don't really. Well, as you guys have seen, my Vlogmas kind of sucked. Like, I'm not a holiday dude. And New Year's is kind of a weird thing. I think it's because, like, you start thinking about New Year's, you start thinking about 2026, and then you start thinking about your past year and what you accomplished, what you didn't accomplish. And if you're like me, you just go down this rabbit hole and you start thinking about things that you should have done, could have done, would have done, and didn't. And I guess if there's anything I'm trying to do different this year is to not go down that hole. I mean, 2025 when I look back at it as a whole, I don't really remember much, but 2025 was the year that I really started making these videos, and I think it truly has brought a lot of joy to my life. Just kind of like the glue part of my day to like bring it all together and make me appreciate the little things. Because it's funny, if you were to ask me in prior years, you know, what happened in 2024? I don't know. 2023, no idea. But then, you know, this 2025, I can look back at almost every day and tell you like, oh, I remember that. I remember that. And I think that's an amazing thing. Because, you know, 2025, I actually went out and I guess I bet on myself to make these videos and put them out there. I think I became a different person where, you know, I'm probably still stupid on camera, but I don't feel as stupid. A little less. I think I kind of came out of my shell. I definitely still have a shell, but I think I came out a little bit. But I have enjoyed vlogging. I have enjoyed the conversations with a lot of the community members and just people that are frequenters of YouTube. That's been a lot of fun. I've been loving leaving comments on other people's videos, watching videos. It's just a really enjoyable experience that I didn't know existed prior. Years prior, I didn't even really go on YouTube unless my washing machine broke or something happened to my car and I had to fix it. I would use YouTube more as like a tool, not really for entertainment or watching these kind of things. So that's been good. But for 2025 also, I mean, when I think about vlogging and everything, I kind of backburnered my business. But I think I had to. I think I was just really burnt out. I think at this point now I'm not as burnt out and figuring out how I'm gonna do it and do it in a way that, okay, you know what? It's very similar to vlogging, right? You can vlog, and I think there's several ways to do it. Or you can make YouTube videos in general. There's a lot of different ways. You could do tutorials, talking head videos, in your car videos, all sorts. And I think at the end of the day, out of all those things, you just got to find out the way that works for you, the least stressful for you to do, and to actually be consistent. So my goal with my clothing is, you know, to design and make things and do it in a way where somehow I can tie it all together, and where it doesn't feel like a chore, and it doesn't feel like people pulling on me in directions I don't want to go. Just like these videos, I think if you could just stay true to it and stay consistent, then everything will work out. I think what happened to me with the clothing and designing, I was just so caught up worried about what other people wanted and really put what I want, you know, on the back burner. And I think it's important. You got to do what feels true to you and keeps you happy. And at the same time, find a way where you can still play the game. For 2026, I mean, I think I do need to play the game. I do need to adjust my tactics a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you. I honestly thought there was a good chance that I would monetize by the end of this month. And there was no way. It just wasn't going to happen. I don't get the views. I think I'm consistent, but I'm consistently making things that only a handful of people enjoy watching. I think it's also like, I'm not the most animated person. Like, I'm not someone that could be like, good morning, everybody. You know, like, I can't do that. I don't have that energy. I don't even know how to continue that. So I think it's, for me, still working on the formula, figuring out a video that can be true to me, but also be enjoyable to watch for others. You know, I don't want it to be a chore to watch a video of mine. And yeah, I know at the end of the day, you're really making these for yourself. And I am making that for myself and my family and my kids. But at the same time, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I am trying to make my channel grow. And it's hard.